Game? What? Is that? Oh my god! Ah! Proud to be Turkish. And clearly, Squid Game is too. I can't believe they included a Turkish flag in their series. I knew the South Koreans really loved Turkey. And apparently Scotland and Puerto Rico as well as some others as well. Squid Game literally just said, them Turkish comments go wild. What even is BRICS? Oh, BRICS referring to Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. It's not a military alliance or anything. It has no central authority. Is it just a loose economic alliance? Like far weaker than the EU? It's membership to a club where leaders from different countries meet up once a year to shake hands and take photos. I think this Swede just nailed it. Literally like half the images when you Google BRICS are just those leaders in particular like shaking hands and taking photos. Okay, I'm actually starting to think they don't do really anything, but maybe they don't have to. All they gotta do is take these awkward photos and America be like, Swedish literally translated names for animals. A hippo is referred to as a river horse. A killer whale is just a blubber hunter. An octopus is a inkfish. A sloth is a late walker. What is this again? Leech cone. A platypus is actually a beak animal. Okay, this is actually getting ridiculous. A bat is a flapping mouse. A turtle is a shield toad. And finally, it's a wash bear. We like to sometimes refer to raccoons as trash pandas though. Gotta love the way the Swedish language works. I mean, who's to say you can't just name it what you see? That definitely looks like a beak animal. And this definitely looks like an ink fish. It's a fish in the water that has ink. I just definitely wouldn't want to ride one of these. 5 out of 9 are the same as the Finnish. How could you? You too can look at your own Finnish ball and disappointment by going to makeshift.com. Use the link in the description down below to Makeshift. The Finns, according to a US government study in 1918. I'm not surprised they were doing a study back in 1918. This was right around the time the Finns finally got their independence from Russia. The Finns of Finland are generally ill-favored in appearance and unsympathetic to other people and races. Wow. All right. They are slow and sullen, but very quarrelsome, especially when intoxicated. At least we ended up putting one nice thing, saying they're hard workers. And also that they are very fond of gypsies. I have heard this one before. Very interesting. When this nation got their independence, it was like America just discovered a new species that was never alive before. It's like the Finns were always there. They just finally got their own country. US had to enter the Finns into their Pokedex. Countries by traffic deaths, and it is by far and away the USA. And considering India has almost 4 times the amount of people we do, and they're only coming into 3rd, that's crazy. Be American. Go outside. Get into your car. Go upstairs. Drive. Drive on the easiest roads in the world. Die in the most easily avoidable car accident ever. Why are Americans so bad at driving? More accidents than India? Have you seen India drive? Actually, I've said it before. I'll say it again. A country that has intersections like this, they have to be the world's greatest drivers ever. They kind of don't have any other option. They have to be the world's greatest drivers. I think we're just really weak sauce here in the US. We got lines on our roads and everything. A lot of other countries don't have that, and yet we still find a way to crash. Burger in one hand. That's why we're messing up. Gotta make sure I always have access to my burger. Dude, trust me, bro. The Belt and Road Initiative is not a scam. I only sold all of my most valuable ports over here to make it work. Meanwhile, a fellow democracy that I can receive valuable resources from for the small price of EU membership. Splendid. Oh no, the EU trying to recruit our northern neighbor. I mean, I think Canada's close enough to the EU. They probably would want that. Actually, I feel like someone should poll them. Would they rather become the US's 51st state or join the EU? I feel like the latter, definitely. Oh, that's right. They do technically have a land border and some territory right next to Canada. Hans Island too. Average Ameritard. They're eating snails. They're eating frogs. Versus the supreme Western Europeans. Yes, brother. Enjoy your succulent delicacy of a meal. We might not respect you, but we love you. This is so funny. France, just Western Europe's special little brother. I'm glad he gets the support that he really needs. Guess we don't know how to do that here in the US. Family is family. Unironically, we bully the French a lot, but frogs are eaten in northern Italy as well. And China and snails in Vietnam and Portugal operate under strict EU regulation regarding passenger safety. Competition does not face said regulations. Competition kills its customers. Win? Literally Airbus does nothing, still wins. Now that's how you make an aviation company. It's almost as if in the aviation industry, regulation is a good thing. That way you don't kill your customers. Boeing just wouldn't understand. And this chart comparing the two is actually insane. America is just an urban hellscape made up of exclusively parking lots. Meanwhile, the National Park Services manage over 85 million acres in land in the United States. Wow, look at all this preserved nature. leader. Can't wait to visit the dozens of parks in my state alone. That is one thing. We do love our national parks. Thank you for that, Teddy Roosevelt. That's what I feel like half the people like to do if they live on the West Coast, just to try to visit all these national parks that are right there next to them. The leader of Israel, Benjamin Netanyahu, tweeting out, "Thank you for resolutely standing with." Meanwhile, the Hindu nationalists looking for the where is the flag of India? Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Doesn't India love them? Meanwhile, imagine losing your language to Arabs, lol. Lol from Iran, Afghanistan, and Kurdistan, I believe. Meanwhile, nations like Morocco, Algeria, Tunisia, Lebanon, Syria, Egypt, man, some of these flags are pretty old. Actually never thought about this before. They did protect their language. Rip to all these languages here, I guess. Yeah, this language spread so fast throughout the Middle East and Northern Africa. All within only like 1,500 years, too. Proud to be Aztec, says this Mexican man. Bro, how can you deny 300 years of history, the art, the civilization? Okay, then you're Arab, I guess. It's not the same! This one actually took me a second to get. You gotta go back to the Reconquista. But yes, in a similar way, the Spanish Empire controlled the Aztecs. At one point before that, Muslims controlled Spain, or at least the version before Spain. But obviously, the Muslims were very deep in Iberia. I once saw a very white-skinned girl speaking Spanish, so I curiously asked her why she was so white and didn't look like a Mexican/Latina. Turns out she was Spanish, not white. Oh my god, if this is not the most American tweet ever, you don't even need to block them out. I already know where they're from. Oh yeah, there it is. Things Americans say. To be fair, this person could be like 12. I hope that they are. But to be honest, I feel like they could be in their 20s, 30s. Who knows? Average American here. Wait till she finds out that not all white people can speak English. What? Ah, this is such a travesty. Like they just don't teach us enough in the schools. It's so bad. The USA, Portugal, Italy, France, Mexico, Angola, Uruguay, Argentina. Bro, I love Brazilian funk. Meanwhile, all of Brazil. Damn, I feel personally called out about this. I've literally done this before. I don't know about Brazilian funk. Maybe that's what I'm listening to. I'm listening to some type of Brazilian music, that's for sure. And it's good. I didn't know that was cringe. I shouldn't say that. All right, my bad. This guy says this literally happens every time he says he's from Brazil. Okay, I can see why that would be annoying. Someone says they're from Brazil and I'm like, oh, I love Brazilian music. It's like me saying, oh, I'm from America, and some Polish dude saying, I love country American music. Meanwhile, Chinese censorship in Marvel Rivals confirmed. I despise China. Obviously, that's negative social credit score, but I despise America. That's all good. You can say that. Winnie the Pooh. Oh, text contains inappropriate. That's insane. You can't do poo. You can't even say poo? What? Xi Jinping. Free Taiwan. Negative 30,000. Bro, Taiwan. Okay, well, you can say that. 1989, you can say that. Oh, you can't. You can't even put the years 1989? Text content inappropriate. What? What if I'm referring to my favorite song that came out in 1989, which would obviously be probably a Guns N' Roses Jungle song? Nothing happened on 1989. Oh, you can say that. Literally nothing happened in a certain square in China. 1989? Nah, nothing happened in 1989. That's cool. Yo, this is crazy. But at the same time, I can't say I'm surprised. How the French flag was made. We have a flag that started getting very tattered in the wind, and then some blood on it. Meanwhile, how the Italian flag was made. It's just the food makeup of their cuisine, I guess. Yeah, these are accurate origin stories. I don't even think this is remotely false information. Both equally as epic, though. I do have to say, all flag origin stories are equally as epic, though. So proud of you, Canada. I love how you can literally recreate the Italian flag with Italian food still right now. What's the matter, Giga Chad? I just found out I'm mixed race. What are you? 97% German and 3% Dutch. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry. Literally devastating. German and Dutch are the same race, though. Dutch people are Germanic. That's the joke. At least they're not from Belgium. Sweden does not exclude more direct physical presence in Ukraine to bolster defense. Sweden, are you good? I think they want revenge for the Great Northern War. There's been a grudge that's been held for hundreds of years, NATO. Just get out of the way. Sweden will finally take back what they think is rightly theirs. And you guys thought the Poles were the biggest Russian haters on the block. NATO has got a new problem child. Sweden, Poland, Finland all agreeing to despise Russia so much that they will invoke Article 5. I feel like the Poles hate Russia more, but a little healthy competition wouldn't hurt. Breaking! The Canadian leader Justin Trudeau has escaped mainland Canada. Sources say he'll establish an ROC, a Republic of Canada, on the island of Newfoundland. Where have I seen this before? It reminds me of the time the other ROC, or the Republic of China, escaped mainland China to go to Taiwan. The CCP, or Canadian Conservative Party leader, says his government will purge all remaining loyalists. Oh my gosh, a reference to Communist Party China too? Newfoundland land will now become the new Taiwan in North America. By the end of 2025, this is probably what our continent will end up looking like. Yes, a little Mongolian song to make this Mongolian heart proud. Oh, this person's saying I'm Bulgarian. I'm not surprised. That all definitely checks out. Is that a Croatian instrument? Mongolian heart, Bulgarian body, German instrument. Every time I see a Balkan meme, I want to be Balkan. It doesn't happen with other cultures. That was one of the best compliments I've ever received, brother. You're Albanian, little bro. Okay, you didn't have to ratio him like that. That's uncalled for. Getting his kidney stones rocked by the nice Balkan roads for a day will drive any Westerner back home. How I sleep at night after making jokes about Singapore, knowing damn well that their living standards and economy far exceed my own country. It's all good. Just you can sleep soundly, clearly. Whatever makes that happen at night. Singaporeans complaining about Indonesians sending toxic fumes to their country for 1 month. They haven't thanked us for 11 months of clean air, though. And a big old thanks to my patrons. I stole Drew Durnil's Robux and won't return them until he plays Cartwright into Drew Durnil.
Alexander the Terrible.
Argentinian Grandpa.
I'm back, boys.
aPhatNarwhal.
I will literally revive
DOOCHBAGGINS.
Fredrik
doesn't realize Imperial Japan flag is the same as modern Japan
NordTyrol.
flag. Tambre,
the Mexican 760.
and ZaneyBoi.